As I began writing, I had a friend call and she said, I want to give you a listening party. And I said, well, what are they going to listen to? Because I don't have any new songs. But before that, I was praying and God was like, I want you to call her and I want you to tell her that you should give a concert at her house. And I thought, that's so silly. So I didn't do it. And so she called me and said, you give a concert at my house. And so what I did was, I said yes. And so when I said yes, that's when the song started to come. And now I'm actually taking care of my mom. My mom was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And I panicked, I freaked out when I knew she was coming to me because I thought I can barely give my kids the right amount of Tylenol. Like, what am I gonna do when my mom gets here? And so I found that saying to be so true when they say, you never know how strong you are until being strong is your only option. And what happens sometimes is in the midst of things that God wants us to do, we kind of fall back and we don't pursue those dreams that God gave us because we think this is all too much on my plate. So I started to fall back. I wasn't singing as much, I wasn't writing as much, and I didn't realize it, but I was actually going into a depression. I wasn't getting out the house, I didn't take a break, because I thought, if I leave, what if she dies like this moment and I'm gone and I'm not home and I just miss it? But then God was like, it's his time. Whenever he says, and he said to me, like, why are you sitting here crying? She is not dead, she's in the next room over. Go be with your mom. So in that, people started calling, saying, oh, I have a photo shoot for you. Do you want to come to the photo shoot? There's no charge. So I realized, okay, it's okay if I go, because while this is going on and I'm doing what God wants me to do, he's also opening some doors for me that I have to walk through. And sometimes all you need is for somebody to say, when I started sinking into that depression, my sister-in-law called me outside and she said, I see you. I see you sinking into depression. And she explained to me that she went through the same thing and nobody saw her. And she just wanted me to know, I see you. And so sometimes we don't need to do like a full-on 5-hour prayer with the person. Sometimes they just need to know, I see you. And they need to be reminded that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So this song is called You Got This. And I never knew how much I was going to need this song, but I need it like every day for God to remind me, like, I've equipped you to do what I called you to do. So you don't have to be afraid. If you just keep moving, I'm gonna be with you all the way. You got this. Life has gotten a bit crazier than usual. Right now I feel like my back is up against the wall. Trying to do my best. Some days I don't think I can pass this test. That's when I'm reminded of your word. You said that I am more than another. You told me you would never leave. You said you'd be right beside me. You said, hey, you got this, don't you dare give up now, no, you got this, hey, you got this, don't you dare give up now, no, you got this. There were days I felt like crawling underneath my bed, when things go to him and say, you know what, Lord, I'm ready for this journey. I know I can do this. As long as you are with me, I know. So I just begin to say, I'm ready for this journey, Lord. I don't have to be afraid, 'cause you're with me all the way. I'm ready for this journey, Lord. I don't have to be afraid, 'cause you're with me all the way. I'm ready for this journey, Lord. I don't have to be afraid, 'cause you're with me all the way. No, no, no. I'm ready for this journey, Lord. I don't have to be afraid. So then I started walking around the house singing, hey, I got this. I can't give up now, no, 'cause I got this. Hey, I got this. I can't give up now, no, 'cause I got this. So turn to the person next to you, and you're gonna point to yourself, and you're gonna tell them,